Be prepared, because it's not waiting for your permission anymore. You can feel it, the glitch in your day, the sudden drain, the silence that doesn't feel like peace. It feels like a warning. This isn't just energy. This is the Gemini Portal. And it's not opening tomorrow, it's already open. You're not late, but you're almost locked out. I'll explain why later. But first, you need to notice what's already breaking. If you've been waking up at 3:33, if you've been picking up your phone and forgetting why, if you've stood in a room and felt watched, if your thoughts are overlapping, not broken, but echoing, that's not random, that's the signal. You're not losing it, you're being pinged. If any of that hit, comment 777. You weren't supposed to find this by accident. You'll see soon. But listen closely now. The old timelines are thinning. Objects are breaking, conversations are looping. You're not seeing patterns because you're paranoid. You're seeing them because they've always been there, and now your filters are gone. You are inside the gate now, and how you respond will decide whether it opens or shuts you in. What you call anxiety is just your real self, stretching inside a fake life. The next few minutes will change how you understand fatigue, confusion, even memory. Stick around. There's something you've been feeling but haven't named yet, and when you hear it, you'll know. This isn't astrology, this is alignment, and the signal doesn't wait. It's transmitting now. You're not tired, you're drained, you're not confused, you're being reformatted. What feels like a meltdown is a message. The Gemini Portal doesn't just open doors, it exposes walls, systems, illusions. The ones you were taught to call normal, that's why it hurts. You feel like your body is glitching, your emotions are all over the place. You snap at people and then feel empty the second after. You cry without knowing why. You stare at the wall like time froze. But this isn't dysfunction. This is decoding. Waking up at 3:33, feeling drained after 5 minutes of social interaction, losing interest in everything that used to excite you, seeing things break around you, electronics, glass, tech, forgetting names, words, days. It's not burnout, it's reboot. You're not shutting down, you're being stripped of false layers. Even silence feels loud now. Even rest feels heavy because the signal is getting through. You don't need to fix yourself, you need to stop resisting the version of you that's already waking up. This isn't a breakdown, it's a surfacing. Your real memory, your real perception, your real energy, that's what's cracking through the noise. You're being recalibrated to survive something bigger than routine, and it's uncomfortable on purpose. Don't skip this. What's next explains why you're feeling all of this. The seeing portal doesn't just open light, it drags out shadows, and if you're feeling the friction, it means you're moving. Not everyone is. Some people are still asleep. You're not. That pressure behind your eyes, that heat in your chest, that ache in your bones. It's not illness. It's instruction. Stay with this. The next shift isn't random. It's timed, and you're right on it. You've been noticing it. The way objects slip from your hands. The way time moves differently. Slow when it shouldn't. Fast when you're not ready. The static in your ears, the dreams that feel like instructions. This isn't random. These are the portal signals. The Gemini alignment doesn't send messages through words. It speaks in glitches, in loops, in interference. You think you're clumsy, but you're being stopped. You think you're distracted, but you're being redirected. You think you're alone, but something's watching how you respond. You're not broken. You're under review. Every time you notice the number pattern, every time you feel pulled to silence, every time you lose track of time. That's the portal syncing with your field. You'll see why soon. But first, pay attention to the signs already sent. Broken technology, repeating conversations, sudden cravings followed by disgust, sudden energy followed by collapse, laughter that turns to tears for no reason. These aren't mood swings, they're signal surges. Your nervous system is trying to keep up with a blueprint your mind hasn't seen yet. That pressure in your head, that ringing in your ears, that magnetic pull in your chest, it's not medical, it's metaphysical. This is what happens when the code gets close. You think you're going in circles, but it's a spiral. You're moving up, even if it feels like repeating. Comment 777 if any of this is matching your last 3 days, because you're not imagining it. You're remembering. You're not tired of life. You're tired of pretending this is all there. And that's exactly what the portal responds to. It activates in the ones who are done lying to themselves. That pressure, that emotional rawness, that's not sensitivity. That's alignment. The Gemini portal sharpens the split. You'll feel the duality more than ever. Light and shadow, truth and illusion, pull and push. And that means you're in range. Not everyone will feel it. But if you do, it means your signal's active, and the countdown has already started. You're not crazy, not even close. What you're feeling is real, but it's not what you've been told. The fog, the disconnect, the moments when you forget where you are or what you were about to say, that's spiritual formatting. You're not losing your mind. You're being emptied, cleansed, prepared. The confusion isn't confusion. It's a clearing. You're not meant to hold on to every thought, every feeling, every expectation anymore. That restlessness you can't shake. It's your soul pushing through layers of old programming, that strange mix of hope and fear. It's the tension before a shift. You might feel like you're standing on a mirror without light, unsure if what you see is true or a reflection of something else. That's exactly the point. The Gemini portal is peeling back your layers, not to break you, but to reveal what was always there beneath. Your true self isn't missing. It's just been buried, and now it's waking. You're not meant to be who you were yesterday. You're being rewritten in real time. This is validation for the weird, the restless, the awake. You've been waiting for a sign that you're not alone in this strange in-between. This is it. The feelings that don't make sense. They make sense here. The disorientation you're hiding. It's part of the process. You're not falling apart. You're coming together, and that's why the portal feels like a crack in everything familiar. Because it is. You're not broken. You're breaking through. You can't ignore it anymore. That shadow lurking just beyond your sight. The chill that rises when everything seems too quiet. The Gemini portal doesn't just open doors, it stirs what's been hidden. You might feel a tightening in your chest, like something is pressing down, but you don't know why. This isn't random fear. It's a warning. The old world is collapsing. The cracks you see around you aren't just outside, they're inside you. What's coming won't wait for permission. It doesn't care if you're ready or not. Some will pass through untouched. Others will be changed forever. You might find yourself drawn to places you've never been, people you barely know, or pushed away from everything that once felt safe. The Gemini portal pulls at the edges of reality, blurring the lines between what's real and what's not. You'll question everything, even yourself, but that confusion is part of the process. It's the dark before dawn, the space where transformation lives. Don't run from the fear, lean into it, because on the other side is something you can't yet imagine. The mystery isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you. And when the portal fully opens, there will be no turning back. Are you ready to face what's coming? If you are, stay with me. You're closer than you think. You're not being broken. You're being revealed. All this chaos, confusion, and pain, it's not to destroy you. It's to show you who you really are beneath it all. The version of you you've been holding on to. It's a mask, a story written by fear and limits. The real you has been hidden, waiting for this moment. You're on the edge of something deeper, something truer. That restless energy inside, it's your true self trying to break free. You might feel like you don't recognize yourself right now. That's normal. You're shedding old skins, old versions that no longer serve you. This is spiritual formatting, a reset that rewrites the code of who you think you are. You're not lost. You're being found, the memories you thought were gone, the feelings you couldn't explain. They're coming back clearer now. The Gemini portal doesn't just open the sky, it opens the mind and soul. You're stepping into your real identity. It's raw, it's real, and it might feel overwhelming, but it's yours. You're not meant to fit the world's mold anymore. You're meant to create your own, and this is just the beginning. Stay close. The next part will show you what to expect when you fully step through the portal. Things around you are breaking, not by accident. Glass shatters without cause. Phones die suddenly. Clocks stop or run backward. These aren't just coincidences. They're symbols. The Gemini portal speaks through the world around you. When objects break, it's not just physical, it's energetic. It means something old is ending. It's a purge. Your surroundings are mirroring your inner shift. That cracked mirror you've avoided looking into? It's a sign. The flickering lights, the glitching screens, the strange noises you can't explain, all messages. They tell you the old ways of seeing and being are breaking down. The universe is clearing space for something new. You might feel like reality is unstable. That's because it is. These events are reminders that you're in between worlds. The portal opens in the cracks, in the broken places, in the silence after the noise. If you felt sudden bursts of energy followed by exhaustion, you're sinking with the portal's pulse. You're not losing control. You're aligning with a deeper rhythm. Keep watching. The signs will keep coming. They're meant to guide you through the transition. And if you're paying attention, you'll know you're exactly where you need to be. There's a strange mix happening right now. Something both spiritual and scientific, working together beyond what you've been told. The Gemini portal isn't just a cosmic event. It's a shift in energy you can feel in your body, mind, and surroundings. Science calls it frequencies, vibrations, energy fields. Spirit calls it awakening, alignment, transformation. Both are true. Your brain is rewiring. Your nervous system is recalibrating. You might notice moments of clarity mixed with fog. Focus broken, then restored. That's the science of change happening inside you. At the same time, you're sensing something bigger, a force moving through. The universe, connecting stars, planets, and your own soul. The moon's subtle pull. The quiet dance of Venus and Saturn. You don't need to understand the details, you just need to feel it. This blend of spirit and science is the doorway. It opens the old, locks the false, and invites your true self to step forward. You're both biology and mystery, data and magic, a living, breathing signal in a shifting world. This is why you feel both lost and found, confused and certain, because the portal is not just outside you, it's inside. And when these worlds align, you begin to see what was invisible before. Stay open. The signal is stronger than ever. There's a strange calm settling in, not the peace you expect. Not quiet relief. It's heavier, denser, like the world is holding its breath. You might feel it in your chest. A stillness that's almost electric. Your mind slows, but your heart races. This calm isn't rest. It's waiting. Waiting for the next wave. The Gemini portal doesn't just come and go. It lingers, pressing quietly against your skin, inside your bones. You might want to move, to act, to fix what feels broken. But right now, stillness is your strongest move. This silence is not emptiness. It's preparation. You're in the pause before the shift. And though it feels strange, this calm is a sign, a signal that you're on the edge. Hold it. Trust it. Because after this stillness comes everything you've been waiting for. You're standing at a crossroads. The Gemini portal splits your path in two. On one side, the familiar, the old life, the old patterns, the comfort of what you know. On the other, the unknown, raw, uncertain, but full of possibility. You might feel torn, pulled in opposite directions. That's the duality the portal brings. Light and shadow, truth and illusion, comfort and challenge. You're not meant to choose the easy path. You're meant to choose the real one. It won't be simple. It won't be painless, but it will be true. Every choice you make now shapes your next self, the version of you that steps forward. Remember, this isn't about being perfect, it's about being honest, about letting go of what no longer fits, about stepping into your own power, even if it feels scary. The Gemini Portal demands courage because it strips away the lies you've held onto and leaves you with the truth. Your choice isn't between good and bad, it's between staying asleep and waking up. Which side will you take? The portal is open, the choice is yours. The timing isn't random. The Gemini Portal opens and closes like a breath, slow in, fast out. You feel it in waves. Some days everything flows. Other days it feels like the world is spinning too fast or too slow. These shifts aren't mistakes or mood swings. They're signals that the portal is syncing with your energy. Certain moments hold more power. Times when the moon aligns with distant planets. When the air feels charged with something you can't name. You don't need to track the stars or learn the details. You just need to feel the pulse. The next window is coming soon. If you felt a sudden rush of energy, a flood of memories, or a deep pull to be still, these are signs you're in tune. The portal doesn't wait, it moves fast. And if you miss it, you might have to wait a long time for the next opening. So pay attention, be ready, because timing is everything. If you want to move through the portal with less struggle, there's a ritual you can try. It's simple, but powerful. Find a quiet space. No distractions, no devices. Sit or stand comfortably. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, hold it, then slowly let it out. Do this 3 times. Now, focus on your heartbeat. Feel the rhythm inside you. Imagine the Gemini Portal as a doorway of light and shadow right in front of you. Visualize yourself stepping through it, leaving behind what no longer serves you. Feel the energy shift around you, like a wind clearing away dust. Repeat silently or out loud. I am ready to see what is true. I'm open to change. I trust the process. Stay with this feeling for a few moments. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath and your heartbeat. This ritual isn't about magic words or perfect form. It's about intention, about telling yourself you're ready, because the portal responds to your readiness. Do it whenever you feel overwhelmed or stuck. It helps you align your energy with what's coming, and when you return, you'll carry a calm strength, a quiet power, the kind that comes from knowing you're exactly where you need to be. You're not alone in this. There are watchers, unseen eyes tracing every step you take through this shifting doorway. They're not here to judge or control. They're here to observe, to witness the awakening. Some call them guides, others call them shadows. They move through the edges of your perception. A flicker in the corner of your eye, a whisper you almost hear. You might feel their presence as a gentle pressure on your skin, or a sudden chill that has no source. This isn't fear, it's a signal that you're being seen, that your transformation is noted. They don't interfere with your choice, but they hold the space for what's next. Their watch is patient and quiet. Like the stillness before a storm, they wait for you to cross fully through the portal. You're part of a bigger pattern, a movement that stretches beyond time and space. These watchers have seen this moment before. They know the price, they know the reward, and they're here to remind you, you're not walking this path alone, even when it feels like you are. So when you feel that unseen gaze, don't resist it. Let it remind you of your strength, your courage, your purpose. The watchers are here, and they are waiting. You might think this is the end of your story, that all this confusion, fear, and chaos means you're losing control. But you're not. Not at all. What you're experiencing is something deeper, something bigger than the day-to-day struggle you've been carrying. You're not falling apart. You're being rewritten. This is a reset, but not the kind you've seen before. It's not about starting over from zero. It's about reclaiming parts of yourself you never knew were missing. The Gemini Portal doesn't just change your external world. It rewrites your inner code. It strips away the noise, the distractions, the masks you've worn for so long. This process can feel like being emptied, drained, or even broken. But that's just the surface. Underneath, something powerful is taking shape. You're not tired because you're lazy or weak. You're tired because your system is shedding old layers that no longer serve you. You're not confused because you lack clarity. You're being formatted, reprogrammed for a new way of seeing, feeling, and being. This spiritual formatting is uncomfortable because it forces you out of your comfort zone into the unknown where real change happens. Remember the moments when you felt disconnected, lost, or even afraid. Those moments weren't accidents. They were clues, signals from the portal, guiding you through the invisible cracks in your life. Every broken object, every sudden change, every strange coincidence is a message telling you that the old structures are falling away, making room for something new. And here's the thing, you're not alone in this. There are watchers, silent, unseen observers who witness your transformation without judgment. They don't control the outcome, but they hold space for your evolution. Their presence is a reminder that your journey is part of a larger pattern, a movement that stretches beyond time and space. This isn't about perfect timing or knowing all the answers. It's about being present with what is, the confusion, the fear, the hope. It's about trusting the process even when you can't see the full picture. The Gemini Portal opens and closes like a breath, and you're learning to flow with it, to ride the waves instead of fighting them. You're not meant to go back to who you were before. The portal demands a choice. Stay asleep in the comfort of old patterns, or wake up and step into the raw, uncertain truth of your real self. It's not an easy choice, but it's the one that leads to freedom. So if you're feeling the pressure, the pull, the restless energy inside, it's not a sign you're broken. It's a sign you're alive, that your true self is waking up, and when you finally step fully through the portal, you won't just survive. You'll thrive. You'll be more yourself than you've ever been. This is your moment. The portal is open. Are you ready? Right now, the best thing you can do is be still. Not to escape, not to run, but to listen. In the quiet, you'll hear the portal's true call. Your mind might race. Your body might feel restless. That's normal, but stillness is your anchor. It's where clarity lives, where the fog begins to clear. Don't rush the process, don't force answers, just breathe. Feel your heartbeat, let the silence hold you. In this space, transformation happens. You don't have to understand it all yet. You just have to be present. The Gemini Portal isn't a moment you pass through once and forget. It's a state you enter again and again. Each pause, each breath, brings you closer to who you truly are. So pause now, breathe deep, and wait. Because what comes next depends on your willingness to be still.